Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play XCOM Long War. We have Yedisur back again joining us as a gunner. He's going to be bringing that good aim to the table again. He's in here carrying the motion tracker, so hopefully that'll help us out. Mr. Yamada is back from the very first mission. He's an assault now, so hopefully he'll be able to get some stuff done for us. We're going to need him to take on that outsider, because we don't have a scout. We don't have a scout, and I think that's going to be a pretty big problem. I hope it won't be. I hope it won't be, but it might be. In fact, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and equip him with a flashbang, because we don't... Normally the scout would take care of that, but we don't have one. Vicente also rejoining us from the first mission. She's still a rookie. Still a rookie, so we really want to get some kills on her so she'll get some experience.
Central, this is Big Sky. Strike 1 is ready to secure the craft.
Copy, Big Sky. Strike 1 is clear to attempt the breach.
Okay, here we are on our second crashed UFO. Really within a few, I think, hours of the last one, so... Yeah, a lot of our guys are actually out, which is why we don't have a scout. I think we do actually have I think we have actually trained at least 2 or 3 scouts, but we don't have any with us. So yes, sir, you're gonna go with the motion tracker. Nothing. Okay, so I think we're gonna try and advance up this hill, just provided we don't activate now. Okay, we're all gonna move up to Yedisur's line, and I'm probably gonna fast forward until we make contact. I gotta say, I'm not crazy about the look of this, because instead of having a traditional door right here that we can breach, it looks like this thing is wide open. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna sneak up on this outsider. Not that we really want to be worrying about the outsider right now, because I want to clear away the little pods that are just around the map first. Yep. Meld is bait. Meld is always bait. And we don't even see it yet, so we're probably not going to get a chance to capture it. But nevertheless, we'll start moving people around to try and start thinking about that.
On the move. I'm on it, Commander. Look sharp. Enemies rolling up.
And here we have drones, my favorite. Okay, what are we gonna do about these dudes? I don't know. I'm actually kind of tempted to pull Yedisur back. This isn't great cover, but he can't really get to great cover. What can we do with a rocket? I kind of wish we'd steadied first. Whatever, YOLO. Worth a shot, right? We have 2 of these things. Oh my god! Okay, well now we have to pull back. That's what's happened here. Yeah, I'm really not sure what to do. Can we get an AP up there? Do we even have an AP? No, I mean, we have some... We have some HE. Gunnar Johansson, can you get a... Oh, well, those 2 guys... Okay, those 2 guys aren't flying, so... Hang on. If we can hit those 2... Okay, that's 1 down. Alright. Alright, all might not be lost. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna run and gun Yamada. Against my better judgment, up to this half-cover rock. Okay. Now here's my thinking. If we can kill this one on the ground, we're safe. We just have to kill that one on the ground. Please be in line of sight. Okay, you are. Take your 66. Yes! Okay. That is extraordinarily lucky. Those are about the best shots we're going to get on drones. Yamada, please take this guy out. How did I know the plan was going to fall apart here? If you flush, you probably won't kill him. We really need a miracle here. You can't see him. Oh, because of that tree stump? Are you kidding? Alright, Overwatch. You're the only one left, huh? Alright. We're gonna take a hit. That's it. Yamada's gonna take a hit. And you know what? He deserves it. Oh, unless Vicente hits this 36, and it's a kill. Oh, so close, but DR because flying. You're firing at Yediser? And you missed! Okay. Okay, Vicente, I'm gonna take... I mean, even though Yamada and Yediser both deserve to kill this drone, I'm gonna take the shot on Vicente because I need to level her up. And there's her promotion. Whoa there. Alright, let's just make sure there's not more enemies in the blind. We'll move up Yediser. Okay, and there's unlikely to be any more contact back this way, so I'm going to dash... I'm going to go ahead and dash Yamada back. Hopefully we'll be able to grab that meld. But now that I'm seeing how far back that is, I'm actually a little bit worried now that that is still bait. I'm kind of unsure of what we should do about that then. Alright, well, Yediser, you're going to pull back nonetheless. And let's just dash our two rookies up. Oh, I haven't mentioned, Miss Morales is joining us for the first time. Alright, Yamada, you go ahead and grab the meld. I think... Is that the first meld of the campaign? I'm not sure if that's the first meld of the campaign, or if we pick some up in the first mission. I'm gonna have to go back and check. But anyway, back to your regularly scheduled fast forwarding.
I don't think we're alone out here.
Got something over here.
Nope. There we have contact, and that is nice! It looks like, did we kill a sectoid or a drone just there? Oh, Yediser taking a reaction shot, and that's another kill on Overwatch. I think that's at least 2 Overwatch kills right there. Alright, I'm going to need to kind of reorganize and figure out what just happened. I think we can forget about that meld on the left at this point, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about it. Or actually, maybe Yamada can go over there, because I don't think we're going to be making much use of Yamada this turn, but wow, that was an excellent intro to that Overwatch. Yeah. Okay, well, Gunnar Johansson, you move over to this heavy cover right here, and see what you can do about that drone. 38, that's not great. Take your 43. Yediser, you are just my favorite gunner. Yediser, you might be my favorite gunner I've ever had. Okay, now I want to move up to that... I want to move Morales up to this heavy cover right here, but I don't know if that's really a good idea. So I think what I'm going to do is just... I think I'm just going to get her out of sight for now. And Overwatch... Yeah, I actually really need to move you guys, too. Mitchell, you're gonna hunker.
I'm on the move.
Miss Vicenti, I'm really hoping you're not going to be flanked if I move you to here and he decides to come to this cover right here, if he decides to take that wall, and you're going to overwatch Yamada. This might be dumb, but I'm actually going to have you make a dash for that meld. And if you activate, we're probably going to lose people. Nope, he's overwatching, which means we're still good for a little while. Can you see him? No, Yedisir can't see him, which means we can't suppress him. Can you get an HE on him? Oh, you actually can get an HE out there. This might not work. I don't know if that cover can actually be destroyed. I don't think it will destroy it because it's not even Sapper, so either way it won't. And if we hit the outsider, then we're really in a pickle. No, that did absolutely nothing. Okay, well, you're in full cover, so you'll be okay. The important thing is that now Yedisir can overwatch. But let's get up here and grab that meld with Yamada. And now Yamada is going to start thinking about coming back. See, because the tricky thing about this sectoid, right, is it would normally be fairly easy to just like move up on him and flashbang him or suppress him or whatever, but I can't do that right now because he'll just, you know, he'll just activate the outsider. All right, I'm not really sure what to do about this guy. If I move Morales up into sight range, he's probably just going to take a 30 on her and maybe hit. You can see him. You take your shot. Oh, you actually got that 25 hit on him. So he's injured now, at least. Mitchell, you're going to have to hunker again because you're in half cover. Yedisir, you overwatch again. Morales, you overwatch again. He's running. Okay, well, you know what that means? That means we keep playing the Overwatch game because I'm not advancing. Because he's wherever he is, he's probably on Overwatch. Yeah, I think we just have to wait for him to come back. So you take a reload, Johansson. Vicenti, you're gonna Overwatch again. Morales, since you're not doing much of anything useful, I'm just gonna move you up. And you'll take an Overwatch. That way there will be 2 Overwatches if anything moves to flank Vicenti. You continue overwatching Yedisir. And you steady weapon Mitchell. Yep, he's definitely running scared. Kind of want to dash Yamada up. That way, if something goes wrong, we're at least ready on that door. Like if the sectoid decides to do something funny, like run through. Again, I wish we still had the motion tracker because I want to take this cover right here because that would be much better with, like, Vicenti or somebody. But I'm worried that'll activate the outsider. In fact, I'm wondering... Okay, Morales is carrying a flashbang. I think we're just going to dash her up and hope she doesn't activate that sectoid's overwatch. Vicenti, you're going to stay right where you are. You're going to continue to steady weapon because we don't know when that door is going to open. And Gunnar Johansson, you're going to continue overwatching. Yedisir, you're going to continue overwatching.
What's making that noise?
Alright, we're going to keep moving up to Breach then. If that's how they're going to play it. Thomas Mitchell, you're going to stay right where you are, because now that we've advanced, you're actually safer in that cover than you were before. Vicenti and Gunnar Johansson are going to continue overwatching until next turn when we're going to move Vicenti up to that full cover. So Vicenti, you move up to here and see if that activates. No, it doesn't. Okay. That means that Gunnar Johansson is going to move to this full cover. And if this were XCOM 2, this would not be a problem that I'm having right now. Because in XCOM 2, you can set waypoints. But I need to make sure that Gunnar Johansson... Oop. Hey there, full cover buddy. I guess we are going to have to deal with you again, huh? Take another 25%, Vicente. Nope. Oh well. I didn't really expect much. I'm actually in kind of a difficult position now. Alright, back to Overwatch camping. He's taking shots. Steady weapon. Gunnar Johansson, you're actually going to move back to your old cover, as much as I don't want you to. We are in a really awkward position now. See, I don't want to take that corner right here, because then we'll see inside the UFO and we might activate the Outsider. I'm wondering if we should just breach it now. I mean, we have almost everybody up to the door that I want to be at the door. And they're falling back. So, yep, that breach is happening now. Because if I move Gunnar Johansson back again, it's just going to happen again. So, you're going to steady weapon. Morales, do you want to open the door? Okay, he's right there. Okay, that's good. That's actually very good. So we're going to have plenty of flanks on this guy. Yamada, you move up. Take that 100%. Very good. Now, who do we want to get the kill? Morales, I'm not sure if you've killed anybody yet. Morales, do you want to get this kill? Take your 93. Alright, so that was a very clean breach. I'm happy with that. We're going to continue another round of steady weapons here. Thomas Mitchell, you can probably take that corner, but you'll do that next turn. Yetisir, we're going to want to... there's not really any heavy cover to move you to. Yetisir, we're just going to move you up. You're probably going to replace yourself with Mitchell next turn, and you Overwatch. I think that sectoid should be the last one on the map. Go ahead and take a reload. Yetisir, you move up to full cover here. Let's see what you can see. I don't think we're going to take any Overwatches, because here's the deal. I don't know if the sectoid can tell if we're on Overwatch if he's not here this turn to see us. But I think we're just going to... Yeah, you hunker, reload, steady weapon, reload. Where are you at?
What was that sound?
There he is. Oh, he's overwatching. Okay, well, I'll tell you what we can do. We could flush him. I mean, that's a thing we can do. I don't know. See, even if he's suppressed, I don't know how much that's going to affect his chance to hit on Overwatch. So let's flush him. Alright, it's a miss, but... Is it a miss that we can run and gun to death? Oh, I think it is. Yamada. This is what you're here for. Oh, reaction shot. He's still on Overwatch? Wait, flush doesn't remove Overwatch? Okay. I guess that's not the most painful way we could have learned that lesson. I'm glad to have found that now and not later on with like a mute on Elite. Alright, but we have 100%, so end the mission, Yamada.
Operational objectives completed.
Very good. Wow, I made some serious mistakes on that mission.
I'm certainly impressed with the results so far, especially considering the conditions down there.
Yeah, the conditions. The main conditions being my poor leadership. Alright, so Vicente from the first mission, you got yourself a kill there. I think you'd actually make a pretty good assault. I mean, you have the aim to be an infantry, and I don't think we have any infantry. But you'd be a better assault. And we could always use more assault, so I'm actually going to take you. I regret it already, but that move is just too much to pass up. Gunnar Johansson, we are going to give you Sapper, of course. HE Sapper is the best. And Mariana Morales, you actually picked up 3 kills. Not bad for your first mission. What do you want to be? Gunner or Rocketeer? We actually have a lot of Gunners and Rocketeers already, but we always need to have a Gunner. We don't always need a Rocketeer, but we do always need a Gunner. And we got some decent loot from that. We got all the meld. And the UFO power source and flight computer were damaged, which means we're going to get some money from this. Not bad. All in all, that was a pretty good mission. Okay, before we go into the next episode, I just want to take a moment to make everyone, kind of aware of the problem we're having here. You may have noticed I've only put one sniper on. Just one sniper and nobody else. You know why? That's why. Friggin' everybody's fatigued. Anybody that's worth anything is fatigued. I get the feeling this is gonna be a hard mission. But that'll be next time. I'll see you then.